Yo, and welcome back to another video. Me and Tokyo Matilda have just come into this site. It's a Kingswood residential where you'd come for a little weekend away as a child at school, you know what I mean? I think everyone's been on one of these. We're currently stood at the top of the abseiling wall. And this is where we're going to kick today's video off, so don't forget, if you like this kind of shit, drop me a subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment, and let's get into this bitch. So yeah, I don't know if you can tell from here, but quite a lot of these windows have been shattered. I've got a guy who lives up this way and he explored it a couple of days ago. It was pretty clean and he came back for a revisit and kids have found it and absolutely smashed shit out at place, but let's go see what's left. So yeah, we're going to start getting into this video now. Coming down abseiling wall. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't blocked this up. What are you laughing at? She's up to something up there. Yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't been like sealed up and stuff, because I mean anybody can literally just walk up into this. It probably used to be tied up, but people always find their way in. So we've just got onto this site. The first thing I said to Tokyo, well, let's get onto this tower. Let's check it out. And now we're going to get actually into the site. When you're ready. So yeah, we've got a few little like residential huts and probably games rooms and stuff to be exploring. We're going to do these outside bits first. So, coming from abseiling tower, wall, rock climbing, whatever you want to call them these days. Gonna head over to what I believe used to be like Jacob's ladder. Look at that, you'd have climbed up that middle pole. There's like a seesaw. Like that piece of wood in the middle is like a seesaw and you'd have had to walk from one end to get to the other. Obviously all being strapped up and everything. So yeah, well, I don't think we're going to be having a crack at that. And you can see where people have been stacking crates, look. Climbing up. Some people have actually been having a go at that. Mental. I hope we don't get kicked out of this place. Weather's beating down on me. Beautiful day. Some cracking explores. So unfortunately my camera just died. I've just climbed to the top of that. No, have a fuck. Like hell I'm going up there. I was tempted, but...
I'll get done to take the clip now and go and climb it.
Let me show you what you've got to grab onto. Without an harness, that is absolutely hard work. So I'm digging my 2 fingers into that. Obviously that's all I can fit in. And climbing up there with 2 fingers. If I slip, I'm going to end up snapping them. Oh, look at that. The door up in there. Buzzing. So yeah, what I'm assuming is that all this would have been like a joined up obstacle course. You'd have probably ran around all this. I think she's found another little hut. She's in the shed. She's in the thick of it. See, look at this. You'd have climbed up to the top of that, but then where would you have gone? Unless it were all connected like a zip line or something. Is it electric line? I don't know actually. Yeah, you'd have gone up straight across and then down the other side. So yeah, oh look, there's more obstacle course out in tree. We'll walk down this way. We're gonna do, because this is like an obstacle course, look, from here. I'm not doing it, no. Hell's no. But yeah, we'll do these little bits up back. Then we'll start getting into buildings and stuff. I mean, I say start getting into buildings, it's going to be a straight walking, so stick around for that. So we've got to this little, I don't know, it's a bit more an older.
Reminds me of like an army.
Yeah, it's like an assault course kind of thing. A little campfire. Oh, that's where they would have had campfires.
Pine Top Spa. This is like this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, there's still a ball. There's still a ball up there. You know what this would have been actually?
What?
They call it nightline. Right? You'd have worn a blindfold and you'd have followed course through. You'd have held this. You'd have held this rope and had a blindfold on. And you'd have all gone through as a team with your hand on this rope And then obviously with your eyes shut, you wouldn't have known what you're walking through here. So you'd have just kept this line onto you, as long as you were connected with this line on your left or right, whichever way you went round.
Oh my god.
You'd have known.
That's like snake skin.
You'd have known how to get through, and your team would have had to tell you, like, bob down, climb over, and you'd have all had to communicate to get through this.
In school, we would have been done in by now, too. 100%.
But yeah, like this, look, you'd have had to, are you going through it? You'd have had to crawl through that, look. Are you not doing it?
I'm not going through that.
Go on then.
Are you going through
I'll
it?
go through that.
Well, this is a position and a half, guys. Oh, is that one? Can you get through that one? Get Dom to 3,000 subs and I'll do it. Oh my god. The Loch Ness.
That's how long it's been abandoned, that. All leaves are coming of it. Excess. Yeah. That was dirty. I'm covered in crap, but it was a good laugh. But yeah, what this gate intrigues me. But yeah, this would have been, as I said, would have been Nightline, they called it. I remember doing one of these when I went on a residential in Wales. But they took us through what? They took us through water and...
What, and they took you up tree? Look.
Yeah.
It's a shame, really.
Another little fire pit.
Site, really.
See, I think they probably were gonna, because there's a gate there.
Campfires, look, all set up over there.
Yeah, I think they're probably were gonna expand into newer woodland, maybe, but...
It doesn't really seem an awful lot like once you...
Good.
I'm gonna scan them.
So, like, these places, when I went to one, we went Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And as Tokyo was just saying, it don't like there's a lot to do, but you got to think you'd have arrived, you'd have set off Friday, arrived here about 12 midday, got all your stuff moved into your little accommodations. They sorted you out into like a group, like in Harry Potter, where you went into your forms and stuff like that. They put you into little groups, so you'd have had your chestnuts, hawthorns, beeches.
Do you remember which one you were?
Nah, it'd probably been like sycamore. They're all like trees, so it'd probably been like sycamore or oak or maple or something like that. But then, like, so Friday you had half a day left, but this included going for dinner and your tea and stuff like that. You'd have probably had 2 activities on first day. I mean, they did take us out and we used to go like whitewater rafting and canoeing and stuff. So not everything was on site. So like I was saying, you've got climbing wall there, that's 1 activity. Abseiling, that's 2. Assault course, nightline, archery here, we've just walked by.
You know, I've noticed there isn't a fishing lake here. When we did it, we had a fishing lake and everything.
So yeah, even beds are still here. I can remember sleeping on little things like this, man. This is bringing back some memories. Let me know in comments if you've ever been on one of these residentials. Not necessarily this one, but any of them. So I've never been to this place, this one. It's probably the only one I haven't been to. I've been to one in Wales. I think there's one up in Peaks, in Yorkshire, South Yorkshire. Oh yeah. Right, do you want to go in? You want to go in here first? So I can remember these. You used to look forward to getting into these rooms, seeing who you were, like bedded up with.
I've got the beds are still alright.
So this must have been like a teacher's. This must have been like a teacher's room, because in other rooms you've got bunk beds, so you can fit about four kids in each room. Look at that. That must be that'll be a local photo of that.
We had bunk beds, and I remember when I first. I was about 8 when I came to this.
Good old Emery.
We wasn't allowed phones or anything.
Yeah. See, this would have been like students where they stopped. So you've got, yeah, as I was saying, 4 students to a dorm.
It still smells like proper caravan-y, hotel-y smell, you know what I mean?
They would have sorted you into your groups, like who you were sleeping with. Maybe you knew them, maybe you didn't. But then, obviously, stopping in these like close quarter rooms and doing all activities together. This is a nice one. Not being pretty smashed, actually. You'd have got to know who very well. So yeah, I met a few lads who I'd never spoke to in school. We got grouped up in one of these rooms on one of these residentials, and we're still actually good friends today.
Do you know what I actually remember about coming to Kingswood though? Is I had a DS, right? And I dropped my DS in the toilet, and I had nothing for the rest of the Kingswood trip.
Even showers,
the DS's and everything.
It's very what Tokyo was saying. You can smell like caravan.
Yeah,
like if you've ever been away to Skeggy.
It smells nice. It smells like the beach.
Yeah, it does. And I think all these are gonna get. I thought I'd hear someone say excuse me then. All these rooms are gonna get pretty monotonous. Again, like this would be another teacher's bedroom.
Do you know what's a bit nuts? Is like the windows have been smashed through, but then everything else is alright. And there's a shower in here.
Yeah, there was a shower in the other one.
Now, how big that shower is?
No, yeah, same in the other one.
That scared me.
Proper povo showers, really. Like,
Really? I think that's a big.
Look at that, you even got a free octopus in your room. So yeah, I'll not bore you with a lot of these rooms. We're going to check them out as sense, but I'll bring you back when we find something a bit more interesting. So Tokyo's determined to find something in these monotonous rooms, but I mean, what were you expecting?
Bedrooms.
So yeah, we've just spotted this little like sports hall looking hall. Yeah. But yeah, this is a bit archery area. So you'd have had a lot of people who's been here or used to be here. So yeah, these were boards what you'd have fired your arrows into. They'd have usually had targets on. They've probably been took off, but yeah, they'd have been held up on them plinths of wood over there, and you'd have stood here, boom, binging arrows over to them. Oh, look at that. The phantom penis has struck again in the gravel. The gravel penis. So yeah, it is a nice little site, this. I don't know if it's just got sun's out and we're not used to it today, but yeah, you won't want to be in old derpy Nanan's house on a day like this, would you? This is what days like this are for, exploring outside adventure parks and stuff. Reminds me of Japan. There's been out in the sun doing like water parks, theme parks, and just being outside and enjoying.
Not even worrying about time, are you?
Yeah, I mean, I can see glass, hearts extinguishers, but I'm not bothered because it's sunny and it's nice. So yeah, let's traverse down this fucking hill. Oh wow, well, worth looking in. We've got nice little climbing walls. I feel like there might be a pool somewhere. Let's just walk straight through and then we'll come back and... Yeah, I know, nice, isn't it? It's a bit like, I mean, I can say it. It's a bit like Bear Grylls, isn't it, when we did that place? Yeah, what place? So yeah. I'm coming back in there in a minute. I think... No, I'm wrong. I hope there's an upstairs. There's a bloody... Oh God, this floor's... Bit Bowie. Bit David Bowie. Yeah, I think these are just like R2 suites. Yeah. It's like learning rooms. Yeah, not much to see in these at all. Nah, Tokyo's it, good stuff. Let's get back down to it. So yeah, we joined Tokyo back in climbing wall, sports hall room. Those are IT suites we've just been in. Yeah, a bit dead up there, so. Yeah, these just sit there. Look, they started taking out mounts off at wall. These would have had pins in back. And then put into wall like that, and then you'd have traversed your way up wall. Pretty sick. I'm guessing we tie up there. If that's not for lighting, there'll probably a little climbing zippy thing over there, like a monkey bar, where you'd have attached your harness and climbed across. I don't know, I'm just guessing. But yeah, they've removed all lower ones, so no one can climb up and hurt the sins. But they've not took the rest of them off. That looks like a butt. Oh, hey, that looks like a little bunker. What are these? What are them? Little bunker looking things. Let's go check them out. So yeah, we got to these bunkers. I think the bunkers, Tokyo says the storage. Oh god, looks grim.
All the wood, maybe? The campfires?
Pigeon! Oh god. I don't know what these would have been. They'll probably used these somehow in some sort of... Probably made this into some sort of activity, I don't know how. If you did come here and you know what this part was, if it was just storage or what, let me know.
I put glass in my shoe.
Yeah, much more impressive from outside though, gotta admit. That does look pretty cool. But
It's like a drinker.
yeah, there's another one there. Because it's easy access, I could put my head in it, let's have a gander. So yeah, look. There's another gate there. Heading out. Oh. I guess how someone's got in. Oh, camo netting. Yes, this was definitely just storage then. I thought they'd have used it for some sort of activity, but point to Tokyo, sure right. Fucking beautiful weather this there. So Tokyo the Explorer, only nearly flipping missed a pool table. I can see it perfect on my phone. No, it's getting dark. There we are. Yeah, I seen a couple of pool cues next door, and I wondered, hey, look at that, all balls are here and everything. We could literally have a sense of good game of pool. Extra ball. Tell me there's a white ball. Tell me there's a white ball. If they're in, I really will bring them. Jesus, woman. So, I'm guessing if we had a torch, I'd probably find a white ball somewhere abouts. There's another red one there.
Just use a red one. Do you know what? I've actually got...
Hang on, what's it stood on? Look, it's been pushed off.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll have to lift it back on. I reckon someone's tried to have that and realised how heavy it was. So what do these take us through to then? Like a... Oh! Look at that old player. It does smell weird. I'm going to assume this is what? Sports hall, learning zone, conservatory. Oh, vending machines, look at that.
Oh yeah, it's like Japan.
Yeah, no, yuck. So yeah, look, more accommodation. And I thought there were going to be a swimming pool.
No, that's a drying room.
Yeah, to wash your clothes.
Ah, how much was that? £1.30 on a drink.
So yeah, because you would have had your clothes washed here and stuff. If you're staying here for a week. Yeah, if you're staying here for a week, you'd have had services to wash your clothes. Because you used to do, like... You used to do wet activities and muddy activities, so... They used to wash your clothes and stuff. Like I say, I went to one where rolling Friday to Monday, but we still had... Because the activities we did, we still had access to, like, washers and stuff. These look a bit different, don't they? Oh, it's like another sports hall in here. I can see some big painting on that wall. Pigeons. Pigeons are only things that live here now. Oh, it's like, oh, fencing, look. On back wall, look, fencing. Oh, that's a weird one to have. But yeah, this would have been like a shop, look. Ice cream store. Stickers and all ice creams. And look at old Coca-Cola machine. Sorry, machine. Fridge. Don't know if it's meant to be grey. Definitely prefer them in red. Oh my god.
Why were you playing Wii when you go like that?
When you drop remote. So yeah, look, mini Motsu. Does that mean out to you?
No.
No, is it not? No Chinese crazy anime or out? Oh, pop party. Go on. So I'm guessing this is where, because when I went, going back to when I went on a residential, your final night, they threw you a party, like a leaving party. Yeah.
Money. I feel like that's not fair.
So you'd have had like a little pop and Chris night, and they'd have took photos here throughout all this residential, and they used to have like a big screen up wall. There you go, look how weird's that?
Oh my god.
What's that? Is that a flood?
Smells like chlorine though, doesn't it?
Yeah, why is there that much?
Water, where's it coming
I think we will find a pool, you know, but yeah, that's not good,
That
guys.
smells like chlorine.
It does smell like chlorine.
Oh, look at them, just got lights.
So where are I? Table tennis, yeah? We could get that set up. So actually, How funny is that we're talking about Wii Sports and that, and it's actually here on full.
I have a genuine question to your audience. Does anyone still play Wii in 2025 or is it just me?
If so, add her up. She needs friends. No, but seriously, so yeah, when they used to have you last night, they used to throw you a party and everything. They used to have a little Pop and Chris night, and there used to be like a big projector at wall. And all through the weekend, they'd have took photos of you doing your activities, and they'd have just played alt photos, and you could see everybody doing bits.
What are they doing? They've got scalpels and test tubes on the last night.
And SingStar.
And PlayStation.
Oh, Buzz. That's not Buzz, actually, is it? Or is it? No? Like, what the hell is that? If you know, let me know.
This is cool.
I know what this is. New Mark Mixer, as if that's fucking just left there.
DJ.
Oh, it's knackered, that's what. Oh, it's not.
No.
Yeah, pretty knackered. Oh, no, you can still salvage that. Mad. Score pod. No clue what that would have been. If anybody knows, as I usually say, let me know. Oh, see, she's always walking by good stuff, isn't she? What's this? Please do not wind data leave. Can't leave around the station. What the hell would you have been? Who knows? I hope we can work this out because it's a bit dark, and Tokyo forgot exploring bag today, so we haven't got a single flipping light. Yeah, it just looks like it's all junk, to be fair. Preset sound, foot pedals for guitar, I believe that. Have a SingStar PlayStation 2, so they had a lot of sing-alongs and stuff. Is this another SingStar? Smurfs 2. Lorax. That's a pump. I don't know what these are though. Light meters. Not a clue. If anybody knows, inform me on what they are and what they do. Oh, here we go. Look. What we need: belay rope, BK rope, belay rope, safety rope, descent rope. They need twins. Figure 8 braces, archery targets. Yes, we noticed that there weren't no targets. Shout out Urban Decay. Did I get into it? Into what? I'm in here. There's a little store cupboard in there with a few bits in.
No, I don't get that water thing because next door's the teacher's lounge. So where's that water thing?
Yeah.
It's like a slash of horror.
So yeah, you remember that water we found just in that room back there leaking? Tokyo's made a good point. Ah, there we are, we found it. Yeah, we thought it were in there, but that what teacher's lounge and they're not. No way. Oh yeah, so this would have been like, so she's tempted. So that would have been like, oh look at that.
That's the cinema.
That's sick. Yeah, so I'm guessing hot water, that would have been like the whole mains for the whole site. I guess it's literally backing up, coming out of that.
The caravans, you know, like when you had to go and collect your water.
Thing is though, this is literally what it's like. It's like walking around a Teemu Skegness.
But you know what? I wish these places hadn't been shut down.
Believe in
yourself. Nowadays need this stuff.
Famous words, believe in your selfie.
Be yourself. What does it say?
Oh yeah.
Leave in. Wait, are we just doing it?
We're just doing it. This isn't a cinema. Tokyo lies. Let's go find this cinema.
Unless it's just red.
I mean, that looks like accommodations with bunk beds, but.
I don't know, it's a sign down here. Unless in here.
Unless it used to be, because. Yeah, maybe because, I mean.
The best place, would it really?
Yeah, I was literally telling one about how they used to have like projectors and show things.
Yeah.
So that possibly could have been a place where it was.
I can remember how action-packed it was. Like we was doing, I think we did about 14 different sports in 3 days, and it was cracked. I came back and I slept for like 2 days.
That one door's been boarded up. But yeah, this one hasn't.
Yeah, look, cinema. Multi-activity, yeah, but multi-activity space is different to cinema.
Learning zone, Yeah, we'll go back on the stands and have a look at that. So, if there's a cinema here, that's pretty neat. Look at that water bottle. There were some money then to people. Oh my god, but there's a lot of... What's happening here? So yeah, it looks like we're in reception. I'm not going to buy the paperwork and shit too much. Yeah, look, hot stuff. Left behind. Wow. I think that's even a fishing rod or a tent pole. PlayStation games.
It's crazy that this wasn't like this a couple of days ago.
No, it doesn't take long.
Look
Look at that, our drive. I don't even say how much it is, that, does it? I can't imagine it's much with it being an old 2016 model, but... Yeah, there's so much stuff that they leave behind. Completely forget about. Oh, phone. What is that? What would have been that? It was like a cue holder or something. Yeah, it would have held 12 cues, wouldn't it, I suppose? That being... Oh, it's a fencing sword, that's what that is. I think. Let me know if I'm wrong. That's one of them lights where you could put a message in it. Things to take selfies. Oh, shit. Microphones. So yeah, they had a lot of stuff based on like computer games and stuff, which we never had at ours. You won't be allowed to sit and play a computer game when we were doing it. You were all like active, going out and doing stuff. Oh, canteen area. So there you go, some guys who used to work here. Not sure if they've moved on to other sites or what's happening with them, but...
Not really staff, really, is it? But then again, teachers would have been able to.
Yeah, teachers would have been in charge of basically looking after kids, while adults who actually worked here would have just been doing the jobs and... Oh, here you go. Here you go. Some wristbands, so you can get into disco tonight. Bring all your friends.
They're vegetarian sausages, so they're quite up to date with seasonal fresh fruit, yogurt, fruit compote, cereal, sausage, bacon, hash
Yeah, so
browns.
it's standard stuff. A little English fry up in the morning.
There's yogurts all over the floor.
Yeah, there were a lot of yogurts and orange juice and stuff.
It was leaking in here and everything. Look at that.
Oh, that ride on Hoover's there, look.
Is it?
Yeah, so go steady this one here up front. If anyone is on site, there will be sat round here. The larches, yeah. Look at all apples. What's there a load of apples on for? Who told me this? That looks like a security box over there, doesn't it? Oh no, I don't think anyone is on site, but well.
These bring back memories. Having orange diamond one I've got through it really.
So yeah, let's get back to good stuff.
Should we get a brush? I only put bread in the toaster, please, no cheese. We've been putting cheese in the toaster.
Yeah, just close to entrance. Is that this? Well, to me, I think this is still... Oh, no. No, this has been sat here quite a bit. Jump on it, I'll give you a push. Go on then. Yeah, so I can do it faster. Stay there. Oh yeah. Ripping pipes out, aren't they? That route. Yeah, it's closer you get to front at site, more trashed it seems to be. Which is pretty weird. That's making me need a wee. Yeah, these are like computer rooms, more like admin. Jen and George, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, things they had to do. Bushcraft inventory. Yeah, so these are more like for admin, HR kind of stuff. Oh, this room weren't there. What is this? Hey, you like this room? This is mad. I didn't expect to see this. Oh, you used to have the light. So yeah. Oh, like. Oh, you got all. This shows. I thought it was a climbing thing, but it's just showing you all different things. Oh no, it's not. Jacob's ladder, ropes park, high ropes, leap crate, 3G swing, abseil, zip wire. So these are all different activities. What they had to do, and I reckon these were like probably just on that, and they used to come in and be like, right, today we'll do zip wire. I don't know, something like that. Oh god, skills. But yeah, look at this old style whiteboard. I'll be surprised if there's not a penis on the other side of this. Huh. So yeah. Yeah, you know, I thought that it is. It's like, I think that video is coming out this week. Maybe if you're watching this now, it'll be out last week. We went to a school with some old buses and some old classrooms, and this is pretty much kind of the same feel. Check this though. The old snakes and ladder that's been made up out of knocks off at bed. And a bit of wood. And they've made of snakes and ladders. How mint's that? I bet some kids made that as well, you know. Yeah, so there's a little inventory of what they had and that they on board. Yeah, besides that, it's just another little fun room where all the equipment were kept and stuff. Not bad. Oh.
Activity delivery, 55%. Welcome to the centre's 82%.
Crazy.
Radio list of shame.
Crazy.
If you forget your radio, you get called out on the radio.
Yeah, it's mad to think that these kind of places just go abandoned and get left to go to ruin like this, isn't it? I mean, how many schools and stuff would have come to this? Or maybe this would probably one at least favoured sites with it being up north. I mean, from where I live, it's probably closer and a lot more beneficial to go to Wales one, but it's still a nice little place. There's a lot can be salvaged or redone with this. 100%. Look at those trees in back. It is a nice setting for it. So I'm assuming these numbers would have either been where groups met up and they'd have been assigned a number, or we're at a car park. I don't know. Probably be a car park if I hope, but I'm going to go inside this now. I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. It's going to be chuffing sweltering in here, I know that much. Oh, and it is, it's like a chuffing greenhouse. Not the foggiest what would have gone on in here. Not a clue. It's chuffing hot though, I'll tell you that. Have they boarded this up so it didn't open? Yeah, but somebody's ripped the way into that one. Jesus Christ, it's hot in here. Yeah, not a clue. Again, as I've said many times through the video, if you did come here and you know what happened in these tents, what it was used for, let me know. Bag bay. Could this be pool I've been looking for? Oh, it is. You're not chuffing tyres. Yeah, this is a pool. I knew there would be one. Pretty sick. Outdoor pool. It's just full of tyres. Decent part ones in here, guys. Get at me if you need some part one tyres. Yeah, that's going to pretty much come to end of our video. That's where we started. Top of that abseiling wall. Made his way through all these accommodations. And that green tent just there. All those accommodations. I mean, I didn't take you through every one on video, it's all pretty monotonous. To be honest, we're still yet to see the cinema, so we might have a little walk around, and if there is one, I'll let you know. But besides that, thank you for watching. We've recently just hit the criteria to be monetised by YouTube now, so as the ventures are going to get a lot more better with that funding coming in as well, all going back into adventures, so we're only getting bigger and better from here. I'm going to end it now, but no, I'm not. This could go one of two ways. I'm either going to piece that cinema bit in, or we're going to end it here. So on his exit, we've walked by this actually on the way in, because see that little gap in fence, that's how we've got in. We walked straight by this and went up to that, but yeah. another little assault course. I've got stitched looking at it, not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you there. We're gonna have a little bale art up front. Well, looks like they've tried repairing that fence as well, so I bet something's come down on that. Oh, they've tried repairing the fence, but they've left every single bloody window here smashed, ripped out, booted in. Not pointing that, well, that actually a window, did they? Oh, they did as well, look. That's pretty cool. Oh, I suppose if you put them other windows and bolted them up, you'd have kept your windows a bit more safer. Why am I going up here? So this must have been for, like, I'm guessing disabled kids, or even adults and that who had disabilities, so they accommodated for absolutely everybody, because to be fair, none of the activities are hard to get to. Like, if you were disabled, you could still do archery, you could take part. I guess that's why they were more like sit down, PS2. I know I mentioned that there were games and stuff, and I'd never done out like that on residentials. That explains why, if there were a lot of disabled kids and stuff like that coming to this place. But maybe that's why it shut down. Maybe it were only for kids with disabilities and stuff, and I think COVID might have been killer of this as well. It's done a lot of businesses, but places like this usually, once they're struggling, that's it, and there's no government help. It's just hoping that schools are going to keep coming each year. It is. See, how we're lucky, I were on free dinners and everything as a kid, so all these trips I actually got to go on them for free, whereas kids who had family with money, they were paying hundreds and that to come on these trips, and I was getting it for free. So I think we go left. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It looks like a little security box, but I think it's actually an outside toilet. Probably walking that sends it to a dead end here. Now, I don't know if that building's out to do with it, because I do notice on maps that it shares a site with a football club.
The football pitch looks so clean.
Exactly, yeah. So with that looking a bit more maintained, I think pitch is still in use. Oh look, a little gym equipment there. Have a little plod me head now. There's not there, but usually if you plod your head right corners, you usually come across something. Yeah, I'm getting, you know what this would have been though, wouldn't you? 100% smoking area for staff. Look at that police tape on fence. Fence has just been ripped out. Yeah, cameras. I don't think they work now. If that just happened, I'd piss. There's a chain on it, boo. I mean, it's not going to be hard to climb over. Oh, we don't need to. So yeah, when people say how to get into these places, there's a little sneak peek. Stuff like that. I mean, if it weren't like that, I'd have just gone under that, so yeah. Rabbit! They are running off. It's just sat there, look.
Should we take it down?
Let's have a look. In fact, we've still got a couple of bits left here, look. We've got this tip left. What, that to left?
Oh, right.
That's your right.
Yeah,
And then this. Oh no, yeah, some football.
yeah, look,
Football club. I weren't going to name it, but yeah. There's a football club. Yeah, so that's probably to do with that. We're not going to mess about with that.
That also looks pretty good.
Don't look trashed.
No, that's what I mean. I think that might be to do with football club.
Possibly where they get changed and all that. Well, yeah, there's a couple of hangers and who knows. Oh, but we're about to find out.